All right, my name is Ryan O'Donnell. I've been a real estate investor for about 15 years now. We're on our way to a house that we just bought and picked up 2 days ago from a retired landlord that just wanted to sell and get out. We purchased this home that we're going to for $15,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath. Yesterday I had the guys go out and start doing the work on the outside, because one of the first things that we do at JMR is we want to focus on getting the outside done first. That way we can start marketing the product, start marketing the home to real estate investors all across the country. Mainly what we do is every house is pretty much a cookie cutter deal the way we rehab them, but we always run into things that are quite different. My name is Ryan O'Donnell. I'm an investor here in St. Louis, Missouri. So going to be the real deal, guys. I'm going to walk you through every step. This is my beautiful wife, Brittany.
You gotta replace this carpet.
Yes, carpet has to go. Me and Brittany's been together for about 2 years now, married for about 1.5 years. This is my main man, Sean, who handles all our construction. Yeah, you did a great job painting here, Sean. I like your new artwork that you're taking.
I take my time on that.
You take your time on that?
Yeah, all right. I take my time on that.
What we do is we buy homes, we fix homes, we tenant homes, and then we sell the home for potentially a profit. They think it's easy to go out and buy a property, fix it up, and sell it. Like I said, we've been here for 15 years, so we know this market backwards and forwards. And this is Real Estate Ryan. I've seen a lot of other TV shows where most of them are edited to the extent that they're almost fake. This is actually going to be the real deal, guys. I'm going to walk you through every step. You're going to learn what we do and learn how we do it. So we bought this property for $15,000. It's 15 Westwood. We are here in beautiful Cahokia, Illinois. Yesterday was actually our first full day of work. We're on our way to the house right now to check and see what progress they've made. So a lot of people down here and around this area know our product and know what we produce and the way our homes look, which ultimately gives us kind of a waiting list to get into one of our properties that have been rehabbed. We originally bought this house and it had a tenant in it. And we had to do some maneuvering around to get the tenant out of the house. That happens a lot. We found out a couple days prior to closing that the tenant hasn't paid rent in 1.5 years. Just got married about 2 years ago to my beautiful wife, Eric. Oh, shit.
Seriously? You called me Erica?
Oh, boy. See, I'm just throwing stuff out there. Okay. I just recently got married to my beautiful wife, Brittany, who is also learning the business. I've been showing her for the last couple of years how to acquire properties, like I'm going to teach you how to flip the properties. And there's a lot more that goes into it that a lot of people don't understand. They think it's easy to go out and buy a property, fix it up, and sell it. That's just one part. The second part is truly finding a buyer to buy the home, passing inspections, doing everything that is required to get the house sold. That's why a lot of investors go under. They go out and they buy something and they think it's the greatest thing in the world. They sink all this money into this property, and what they come to find out is, number one, they can't get the money out of it for what they have in it, and number two, they're still trying to sell it 6 months to a year later. And that's how a lot of people fold and go out of business. We have a systematic routine and systems in place that keep that from happening to us. Like I said, we've been here for 15 years, so we know this market backwards and forwards. Currently, right now, we're turning the corner to pull up to 15 Westwood, where I see some workers outside. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up and get out and talk to these guys. They really like that in the driveway. On a side note, you pull up, the workers' cars are in the grass, and they're just sitting there. But we pull up, they're sitting outside, just sitting around waiting for me to show up when there's tons of work to be done, that they could still be messing with something until I showed up. So here's an example of pulling up to a house and not seeing your crew working. So we're gonna get out now and we're gonna walk through the house.
Not bad for a couple lazy white boys, huh? Is that on camera?
What?
I said not bad for a couple lazy white
No,
boys.
you just gotta make sure you watch your mouth. That's all.
We still got, I gotta get another piece of wood for the soffit here. I got the paint and stuff to do the sidewalk. Man, these other 3 windows back here need to be replaced.
So yesterday, or was it this morning, I talked to you about the windows and you said the other ones were good.
No,
So
that
how
was
do we-
yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
And I never even looked at them because I told you I didn't look at them. I was just looking at the stuff on the front.
So this is an added expense for windows, but it does add value to the home. So what we're gonna do is we replace the windows. We've added some mulch. We will timber it and put landscaping in the front. It's just one of the processes that we do first. Obviously, we got a little bit of repair outside along the soffits that need to be fixed. We just installed new windows into the home. So let's walk in and see what $15,000 buys you.
I gotta get a couple quarters for that, trim that all in there. I closed it all up or it wouldn't get wet.
So basically this is a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, and we're gonna, I guess, have to replace more windows now, as my main man here, Sean, who does all our work on our properties, the lead guy, is kind of walking through this with me right now, showing me all what he has planned for this home and what we can do to
I'm planning on making this room was kind of a living room. I'm planning on adding a closet to this room to make this house a 4-bedroom.
Okay. So wait, what are you doing with this? I'm confused. You said you're adding a closet
I don't know if I'm
and a
gonna add
bedroom and a living room. So which
No,
one
it
is it?
won't. It was basically like a family room at one time.
So this was a family room at one time, but we're
Yeah.
thinking about turning it into, I guess, would you say the master?
The master
suite. Okay. So obviously this will get all brand new flooring, painted, the whole 9 yards. So go ahead, Sean. Tell me what we are going to do.
I haven't really decided where I'm putting a closet yet, but since it's such a big room, I'm probably going to do over here because they have kind of a little food thing going on here.
Okay.
Kind of close that up, so that'll give us maybe a master closet that's big enough for him and her. Kind of a big
A larger closet
Larger
with walk-out
closet.
sliding doors.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
We're gonna epoxy the outside porch because it'll look better and save the concrete for the rest of the years.
Okay. So we'll do a sparkle gray concrete mix on here to make it look really well.
It'll be the same wrapping around the house. Whatever.
I had noticed, what about, okay, well, hold on, here we go. Here's something that's going on right here. What are we gonna do here, Sean, to
We're gonna
Take
cut
care.
it out and assist the situation to see how the joists are. As long as the joists is good, just basically buying a new sheet of wood and reinstalling it.
because it's on a slab, which makes it
Yeah.
a lot easier.
But
And we need to get air conditioning in this house right away because it's hot.
it needs to be charged. We've already assessed that problem. Everything works on the AC. The AC is slow.
Now with the paneling, are we gonna rip this out? Or are you going to put in some kind of thing to cover up these lines and then spray it, and paint it to make it look like it's flat? Because we all know paneling's outdated.
Basically just a mud floating process, and after we get those mudded and the lines covered up, we come back and we texture it with mud again to give our texture to match the rest of the house, and then we paint it and you never knew it was paneled.
All right, and then we're gonna do something with the ceiling, right? Because the ceiling looks pretty bad. Might just have to,
We could drywall it.
couldn't it be tightened up a little bit to save money and then sprayed with texture to kind of hide the old single panels here, or
To
what?
be honest with you, with the way the ceiling is, the best bet to hide everything would be drywall. because that's going to consist of a lot of mudding in, and then hopefully it stays.
We'll assess that in a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of ripping out ceilings and redoing.
I could try to tighten this up and caulk in where I put the nail, and then paint it a nice glossy paint back on it. It's going to look good again. It's going to look better than what it is.
And then we'll drop this light out and actually put in a light. I don't like the.
Yeah, this would be what we consider a tit light. It kind of comes down, looks like a boob. Got a couple lights in it.
All right, well you can't say that, but all right. So that just sounds weird. People don't understand that. So we're just gonna put another light right there.
You know, we're gonna change the paneling. That is bad. There's a couple spots that's been rotted. We had some water issues that we assisted today, so it looks like we won't be needing a new roof.
So Sean, how long do you think it's gonna be that we're gonna be in this home?
We're usually in the homes about 15 days. And that's all floor, texture.
That's everything, so this will look good. So what's your plan with the kitchen? Rip out the top part, put in new cabinets,
Yeah.
paint it all,
Yes.
new flooring in the kitchen, new light fixtures that we do all throughout the house.
It's kind of what we gotta sit down and talk with our budget and see where our budget's at, but if our budget's in it, I'd like to see maybe tile in the kitchen and tile in the bathroom, and then carpet throughout the house. Sometimes we do wood throughout the living rooms and hallways, but we always try to get carpet in the bedroom because everybody can come home from work, take off their shoes and cozy it into the carpet.
And then it also saves us money by doing carpet.
It does
We can
save
spend
us
money on that ceiling. So if you do the laminate, it's more time, more money.
Yep.
If we do the carpet, that flies by quick
We can put all new carpet in the whole house in one day.
and it's a little bit quicker.
So
these are some of the things that we experience when we buy these homes here in Cahokia. Is a wonderful room like this. I guess this will be the spray paint house because obviously somebody really liked spray paint. It's just a shame that people let their kids destroy other people's properties. But this does happen if you are going to buy properties and you're going to be a landlord. These things do happen. Just thank God that it's only spray paint and it can be painted. Relatively, this house is in pretty good shape, except we just found out about the roof. Not the roof, I mean the ceiling and the windows, in which we're going to assess that and probably replace most of the windows, if not all of them, and figure out the roof in the master bedroom. So we are thinking roughly, I would say 3 weeks in this home.
here's why I'm wanting to
More
replace.
spray paint, isn't that beautiful?
Well, for the simple fact they're only what we told you.
Yeah.
And
The 100 and how much?
Well, that was for the front, but I can get these for 98 bucks a pop.
Okay, so these are 98 bucks a pop for new windows.
It'd take me about an hour and a half to replace them all, 2 hours to replace all 3 of them.
Okay, so how many windows do we really have to replace?
That's it. Just
These two?
These two and that other one in that bedroom.
So we have 3 more windows we need to do? Then I'm gonna say go ahead and let's do that. Let's get that done. That's,
And then all the windows look the same.
but all the windows will be
inside out.
inside and out. So, yeah, you did a great job painting here, Sean. I like your new artwork that you're been
I took
taking
my
up.
time on that.
You take your time on that?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
take my time on it.
So basically, this is what gets $15,000 down here in Cahokia. That requires a lot of work. We haven't even gotten into things like the HVAC system, the hot water heater. We haven't tested the water. Let's even take a look at this bathroom. Yeah, so this is what we bought. There's really not a bathroom here, but when it's done, it's going to look absolutely beautiful. So basically, we're going to be on this for about 3 weeks, doing this house from top to bottom, and we'll see where our numbers come in at.